Yeah, good afternoon. Housekeeping first. This one's to Aslan's pal. Here you go, Aslan. Here's Johnny! Alright, now enough of that. This here's dedicated to Ann Coulter. Oh, people can't even tell when someone's pissing on their heads and telling them that it's only rain. So some bright, intense, not to mention attractive female like Ann Coulter tries to tell you, hey buddy, it's not raining, dude. Someone's pissing on your head. And then you get angry at her for saying so. You heard people say that she likes to stir up shit. And when she's surrounded by idiots with their own TV shows and depositioned about something she said when she was given about 3 seconds to think about an answer, you want to discount all the profound things she has taken time to think out and has wrote down, and in quite a humorous fashion, I might add. Fact is, there's a lot of powerful and influential biscuit heads, yeah, that's what I'll call them, out there who feel threatened by this petite little thing because she's got more brains and one lovely hair on her lovely head than can be found in the entire Capitol Hill, or in at least 500,000 of your stupid YouTube video user comments. Just read one of her books, man. Check it out from the library if you don't want to pay for it, you cheap, broke-ass little parasite. Personally, I recommend How to Talk to a Liberal, if you must. Especially the chapter about Elian Gonzalez, the little boy from Cuba, whose mother drowned in the Florida Straits trying to get him to America. He was staying with his uncle, and then came the time when Janet Reno, who was the Attorney General for your Democrat demigod Bill Clinton. Remember that 6-foot something barefoot pipe smoking beauty of a woman or something? She had an FBI SWAT team apprehend the little boy in the middle of the night at machine gun point. Come on, Elian, you're coming with us, buddy. Like he was one of America's most wanted. All because his father in Havana said, Castro said that his father should say that he wants little Elian back in Havana. And because co-president Hillary, Mrs. Bill Clinton, told Mr. Bill that it takes a commie to raise a child. I mean a communist village. I mean a village in Cuba to raise a child. So they put little Elian back on an inner tube and shoved his little ass back out to sea to return to the island paradise from whence he came. But I digress. But you don't care what the truth is. You can cover your ears. La 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 la. You want to believe lies. You repeat them, and you want others to repeat them. And when somebody don't sing along with all y'all, you want that person shut up and shut down. Facts trump opinions. Ronald Reagan once said that some things are true whether you believe them or not. And went on Chris Matthews' show the other day. Who should call Chris's show but Mrs. John Edwards, who was allowed to bitch out Ann for the majority of the show because Ann kind of sideways allegedly called John Edwards a faggot and was scarcely allowed to defend herself at all. Well, and don't worry. Nobody watches this show except maybe me. If I don't have something better to do, like shovel dog poop. I tune in sometimes because you gotta know your enemy. Besides, any publicity is good publicity, right? I heard Madonna say that. I don't know for sure myself. I don't get any publicity, that is. I'm sure you get enough, right, Ann? Later that day, Ann Coulter was on Bill O'Reilly's show, who's always trying to take the credit whenever Ann sells a book. He tries to sound like he's so objective and fair. He's just looking out for the folks. Referring to something Bill Maher said, the guy on HBO with the politically incorrect show where it takes 3 liberals to talk down 1 conservative. Kind of like Ann, like I related to before, surrounded by idiots. You know that the show that is supposed to be somewhat funny is really not as funny as it was meant to be when you hear more applause and clapping of hands than you do actual laughter. Maybe Bill Maher should act even more gay than he already does. Not just drop hints. Just flat out kiss man on the mouth, Bill. Maybe a lot more queers would watch then. And be like, "Who? Bill Maher's gay? I want to watch, so get off me, you big savage, and go find the clicker." Anyway, Bill Maher said that the world might be a better place if the Vice President, Dick Cheney, had been killed in Afghanistan at the airbase that was bombed by some Taliban when Cheney stopped by. O'Reilly then equated this to what Ann said about John Edwards. O'Reilly is trying to say that calling somebody a faggot is just as bad as wishing somebody was dead. However, Ann, a lucid gal that she is, told him that was a syllogism, which is kind of like if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C, except where A don't equal C because it don't even equal B. But you want to say that it does, and that's the foundation of your argument. That's what Bill O'Reilly did. I know this is way over the heads of all you ignoramuses, and so I'll leave it at that, and you can stew on it if you dare. Ooh, I sense your eyelids getting heavy. And sleep. Alright, Ann. It's just you and me now, darling. The liberals all are enjoying their blissful utopian unconsciousness right now, which is pretty much like liberal consciousness, only less militant, not as fist-waving, and they don't chant as much either. Like, Bush lied, people died, or hell no, we won't go, or hey, hey, ho, ho, this or that has got to go. Somehow they still drool almost as much in their sleep. And, honey, I know it's not like you need somebody like me to tell you, but don't worry about a thing. You, I have the feeling, will go down in history as a premier philosopher of the early part of the 21st century. So don't worry. Keep your chin up, champ. And don't let the bastards get you down. I'll be waiting for your next column to show up in my email. So till then, I'm here for you.